The cripple picked it up. The class teacher lived somewhere near the village. Since not many villagers were out and about so early, I easily found my way to the teacher's house. The moment I entered through the door, I broke down and cried. I poured out all the humiliation that I had faced in my family and begged her to check my examination results. Very few households in the village had access to the internet. Only the village chief had a computer. Back then, I never imagined Fiona would betray me, her own sister, for her own selfish interest. But I was grateful that I had broadened my perspectives in the city after leaving the village. The teacher finally confirmed the results. I was accepted to a prestigious university in the capital city. I bit my bottom lip. Tears streamed down my face. My teacher thought I was crying tears of joy. "Mandy, you've worked so hard. This is a reward for your hard work. Don't worry, it'll be smooth sailing from now on." She hugged me, patted my back, and comforted me like a mother. I had been living alone and staying strong for many years. The sudden warmth of long-lost care overwhelmed me. I could not help but cling to her and cry. I cried for the life I had missed in my previous life. I hated Fiona for her cruelty. My teacher was right. This was a reward for me. From this day on, it would be smooth sailing for me. After lunch, my teacher and her husband accompanied me home to get my ID. The moment we entered the village, I heard gossip in my house. The village chief and his family refused to leave my house. Their son insisted on marrying Fiona. I lowered my head. I could not help but smirk. Before we even got close, the commotion reached our ears. I was so nervous that I grabbed my teacher's arm. My teacher knew I did not come from a decent family, but even she had not expected such chaos either. Fiona burst out in tears as she charged out of the house. The cripple grabbed her hand and tried to grope her. "Mandy, you're back. Come here. You're the one they want to marry off." The instant Fiona saw me, it was like she had spotted a lifeline. She reached for me to try to pull me into the exchange. I took a step back, hid behind my teacher, and sobbed. I had already explained to my teacher how my father had lost everything gambling and intended to sell his daughter. My teacher was kind. She could not bear to watch me suffer. Similarly, she could not bear to watch Fiona being treated like that. That was why she had her husband step in and rescue Fiona. My teacher entered the house. The village chief recognized her and immediately became polite. "Mr. David, no matter what, you shouldn't sell your daughter. It's illegal." As my teacher reasoned with everyone, Fiona glared at me in hatred. I kept my head down in silence. The village chief's son recounted the morning's event. "She let me touch her, so she has to marry me." Fiona tried to explain again in resignation as tears streamed down her face. "That wasn't me. The one you touched was Mandy." She pointed at me. My hair was messy, and my eyes were swollen from crying. I was nowhere near as pretty as my vain sister. The village chief glanced at me before looking away without interest. He then took out Fiona's ID. "Don't try to fool me. I can read just fine." Fiona tried to snatch her ID away but failed. She glanced at me and stomped her foot. She bitterly recounted the events of last night. She said she tried to help me but did not realize she had given her own ID instead.